All right, welcome back to season 3,
Hey.
episode 1
Hey, everybody.
of Hicks Racing Podcast. It has
Been a while.
It has been a while. So we are kind of starting our season a little bit early. We're going to go over today about our weekend at Motorama, but first we need to thank our sponsors for this coming season, which is Fly Racing. We love our Fly Racing.
Yep. Dark Reflections.
Dark Reflections. Thank you, Bailey Potter.
Yep.
Woody's Ale House and Grille out of Towanda. And 396 Graphics.
Yeah.
Because they hooked my bike up.
Yeah, they look good.
Very nice.
Very good. We like the graphics.
This coming season, we're going to kind of change things up a little bit. We're still going to do our review of how the season's going and all that. But I also we're going to start doing some more interviews inside the district as well as outside the district. Talking to a couple people who live outside the state as well to possibly get them on the podcast. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or comment on our videos, and make sure to like and comment and subscribe.
Well, we had done this before. It's not really all that new.
No, but we're going to revamp it this season. We're doing some more stuff. So
we have to be a little more, I think we need to be a little more active on this year. We were really slacking last year.
Your girl gets busy. And your girl's even busier.
Who's that?
Yeah, I'm even busier now. So we're going to go over our recent weekend at Motorama in Harrisburg. I don't know if a lot of people in upstate New York know about Motorama.
You know what? We have seen people like Scotty Drake there. I think, he's a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't think any of the boys raced, but he was there. Another one, Colt 45, 40, the kid there, I believe they raced a year or two ago. Well, I can't think of his name now. Yeah, and I probably.
But I think mainly it is a far trip, like for
it would
people
be
our district.
It's 3.5, 4 hours for us.
Plus on top of, we're already starting our spend tracking, which I haven't completely completed yet. So next time we'll have an updated. But for just Motorama, for the camper, and for me to race women's and Lucas to race PW, and to get in was $480.
Yeah.
It's already, like, right off the bat, not cheap.
No, but Motorama is not cheap, and it's.
And, and then you're talking about people who don't race for any money, which we don't normally anyway.
No.
But we also don't spend $480 just to get in the track normally. So, it's an experience. I think that's why a lot of, like, upstate New York people don't go, because it's already so far away.
Right.
But I've been going since I was a kid. I don't know. Did you ever go? Or
no.
Of it?
No. First time I ever went was with before I raced there that year. We raced the following year after that.
Yep.
But yeah,
that was a disaster year.
Yeah.
It's a fun event. They start building the track. We got there Friday.
It can be a very frustrating event.
It's very frustrating.
But it can also be fun. They do things there that. They do some stuff there that you don't see anywhere else in the racing community.
Run it, I don't think do.
But they do.
But
you're wrong because they do. I believe it's the same people that in association do are like the MDR
whatever
series that with Double and Gap and Buds. I think it's the same. I think it's the same group of people. So I don't know where they get their.
So why do they do the mixture of timing and result?
It's very odd.
That's
very
weird.
And they were doing it was again. They were doing it again this year.
That's weird.
So
let's kind of recap just a little bit and step back. But so Friday, we got gates opened at supposed to be 2, but it was 1.
Yeah. It was earlier.
So we unloaded, got in, got our spot. That's another thing. You have to wait in line. Gates open at 2. Mm-hmm. People are lined up at like 11.
It's an indoor. It's a big indoor race. And in Motorama, it's not just dirt bikes. They race karts. They race quarter midgets. They race. It's the
RC cars.
Yeah, it's the biggest RC event in the nation.
Mm-hmm. Which they were there Thursday night.
Yeah,
because they were already racing when we got there.
They were. It was places already pretty well
packed. They have car show,
big car show,
vendors. Yep. They've got all kinds of stuff there.
Continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I just want to make sure everybody understands. That's why you get a line getting in there because it's the pits are all. I will say, which is different than any other indoor. Well, I say it's different. Like Switchback. It's freezing cold. There's no indoor pits. Like that's an indoor ARENACROSS race. I hate Switchback for that reason, and they cost a lot of money. But yet you're freezing cold. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of indoor ones like that were in this time of year. I understand it's the time of year, but a lot of the indoor facilities in the upper part of the United States, it's you pit outside and you race and it's cold. This year, the pits are heated. It's all, it's a huge pit area and everybody's indoors. Mm-hmm. It's that in that way, it's nice.
Yeah, because it's at the farm show complex in Harrisburg, so it's a huge place to be.
Yep.
So it is inside, which is nice. And then we parked our camper in the parking lot and paid to park there and had no electric. But anyway, we parked there and had our camper for the weekend, but we were able to go inside. But I wanted to do it just because I've always liked Motorama, and I just wanted to do it one time. It's not something I want to do continuously because I think it's way overpriced.
See, I did it 2 years in a row. I think we took a year off, and then I did it another year.
Yeah,
and I haven't done that. Didn't do it last year.
I enjoyed it. I had fun.
Yeah.
It was a nice little track for me to like putt around on, and there wasn't too many girls. There was 11 of us total, so it was nice to kind of like race with other girls, and I talked to quite a few of them. And, so Delilah, I think she was 19. She was just a kid. Mm-hmm. She actually has a vlog up if you guys want to check it out on YouTube. She was super nice.
Yeah.
She raced woods most of the time.
Okay.
But we were just talking for a while.
Was that the girl in the husky? No,
she was in pink. I don't know if she had a husky.
I think it was a husky. That was a woods bike. That was definitely a woods bike.
Hold on.
Was that the girl you said she was gonna double in?
Nope. That was Cassidy. Cass.
She didn't.
She was a really good
She thought twice about it when it came time.
Cassie Rupp. She was really good though. She was cool to watch.
Yeah.
She was on a husky.
Yeah. Okay, that's the girl I'm thinking.
Delilah Morton. You can find her on YouTube as well. She was on a husky. Yes. Okay. She's number 41. But she was really cool. All the girls I met there were really nice, and quite a few of them were really talented. But
the little girl that won she was on a super mini, and she just smoked all y'all. And she actually, I don't know if you saw her. I don't know if you did or not, but she raced the super mini class or the 85 class. She was actually leading, and it got red flagged, and they brought him back to the gate, and then she didn't get as good a start.
Is that the start that we saw on YouTube?
I don't know. Maybe I have to look at it, but I felt so bad for her because she had a good lead on all them boys. She was the only girl out there against the boys.
Yeah,
she had a nice lead, and then and then the worst part about that was, and we've seen this a lot of times before. She did a lot outdoors, and I always laugh at it. The kid crossed up in the whoops, didn't even go down that hard, laid in the middle, belly aching, whining, crying, and then they red flagged the race, and everybody stopped, and they jumped right up and walked off.
That's exactly why they do it.
But why? Because they didn't let him race. Once the red flag, they made the announcement in the driver meeting, you were there. If you brought out the red flag, you were done for the night. Now, only exception to that was the 4 to 650 class.
Okay.
Not the one Lucas is in, the 4 to 650, which had the Cobra stuff.
Yep.
A kid off the start got crossed up right off the start and went down pretty hard. But unlike this older kid, that kid popped. They did red flag as right off the start. It was a big pile up, but he popped up, and they actually were gonna make him go off, and the entire crowd, like the entire stadium, erupted and was like, "Let him race!" Yeah. We all chanted, "Let him race!" And the referee actually let him go line up.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that was cool.
No, so this isn't something I would do every year. Just I think it for one time experience. It's cool.
Yeah,
it's way overpriced.
Yeah,
I think ridiculously overpriced.
And it's. One nice thing was they had a women's class.
Yes, that's was nice.
Why that's why I
still for the life of me can't figure out why they won't put a vet class.
Yeah, there's not even a vet anything. Yeah. There's not even a plus 25 in this place. There's and they used to.
Which to be fair, like plus 25, okay, you're not going to get a lot of plus 40s. Like you're not
right, but at least have a plus 25 would give you a plus 30, or a plus 30.
Yep.
And let plus from then you'd have 30 to 50.
Barry Carson used to come every year. He doesn't come anymore.
The last year I raced it, I raced Open B.
But then we have like a trike class, which
they didn't have this year.
Oh, good.
No, they didn't have it. No,
because it's dumb to have.
Yeah,
like, you don't have
3 trikes out there.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. Mm-hmm. But no. So Friday was just loading in. Saturday was 7:30 was 7:30 was drivers meeting.
7:30 the pits open.
8:30 was riders meeting, and then we went right into practice. You get like
4 laps.
You get 4 laps, but what feels like 37 seconds.
Yeah.
If you're me, it's like 30 minutes because it takes me that long to do 4 laps.
Yeah,
but it feels like
you didn't get 4 laps because you got lapped.
I got 3.
So,
I got 3.
Did you get 3?
I did pretty good. Yeah, I got 3.
Yeah.
And so like, but by the time, so practice was muddy. It was like super slick.
And you were the 4th class out there.
Yeah, so
and they put,
screwed.
and Lucas, and we talking about Lucas races also.
Yeah, Lucas was right before
he was
me.
before you, and 50, and the track was just a slop hole. I don't know
what their thought process was. It's so sloppy.
There's not a lot of thinking involved in the management of the Motorama.
So, and that seemed to clear up by heats. So by heats, it was
much better by heats. Yeah.
But what sucked the whole time is that me and Lucas were back to back. So like, luckily my brother was there.
Thank God for Dustin.
Yeah. Because like he would line up with me and help me out.
Yeah, he helped us out a lot.
You were on the line with Lucas, and then you would rotate, help me. He could help. Like it was a whole thing.
Yep.
But he didn't see any of my racing, and I didn't see any of Lucas's racing because.
And he actually, I was able to watch the 250 open every time because I'd stay right out there and watch it.
And I missed that. I didn't see one
I would
time.
actually stay. The best part was I'd actually stay. Because like Saturday, you can't get any spot. There's no place in the stadium. I actually stayed right down on the floor, like where the mechanics area was, and I just
that's the next kind of thing. That's like you're out there, like practice. No one's watching because it's practice. It's 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
But then by the time heats come around, more people are loading in, and then by the time the main events come, there's 10,000 people in there literally staring at you. Yep. And the only thing I think was, God, please don't fucking go down.
You never did.
Right, please don't fucking go down.
Yep.
In my main, Lucas's main. He did last in the heat. They didn't score him at all in the main because they fucked up. And
they did. Whatever.
Well, here's the thing. So you pay all this money. They do the scoring weird, and then they can't even figure it out.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have any confidence in their scoring whatsoever.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he wasn't. So he was out there for the main, and they didn't even put him on the list. So, but he ended up. I saw him rock from where I was standing, where I was lined up. I saw him rocket off the start for his main.
He did a really good start. He did have a good start.
I was like, okay, he was awake because during his heat, he was like
and his Sundays was the same way.
Yeah,
slow.
And I think so. Out of his class, there was 15 that lined up. And what did he end up that day? You think?
No, there was at least 18 that lined up.
It said one DNF, so 17.
Was that Sunday or Saturday?
This is Saturday.
Well, Saturday he wasn't even on there. So
right, I'm right.
That's so right. Yeah, I don't have no idea because they didn't score him which we can explain what happened there is the sheets say when you go look at the lineup there was 20 PWs on the list, and they said they were only taking 15 for the mains. So when I went up and looked to see who they were taking, it said 15 for the mains, and he wasn't on there. I said, you're going to have you have to have 2 rows. If you're running 50, there's only 10 gates. So you're going to have 2 rows to run 15.
So you're already doing
I said, you can't put 5 more PWs on that track. You're going to literally tell, and I wasn't just saying this for Lucas, because I would have said this, whoever's, because you don't do that to a kid. I said, you're going to send a 5-year-old home without running the main for no reason other than just saying, we're only going to take 15. And the lady's like, nothing I can do about it, blah, blah. So I walked away, whatever. I wasn't going to sit there and argue because we had done this before, and it doesn't matter what.
I don't think any of those people resolve anything.
Yeah, no.
I've never seen them resolve anything.
So then I went back up to look at yours, and I saw on the list, all the PWs were highlighted, and it said all riders go to Maine. So okay, cool. So he does get to race. So then, we talked about this while lineup and all that stuff, because when we went to line up Saturday, he wasn't on he looked at 76 and like, you're not on my list. I'm like, well, they said all riders, and like, no, he's just go ahead. We'll get it figured out. Well, apparently they never.
Right, but my thing is, so his transponder pinged, and they have the, I don't know. Whoever does that doesn't.
Yeah. So anyway, but.
So he did not finish last, which I was happy with.
Well, Sunday he definitely didn't. I don't know about Saturday, but Sunday he definitely didn't.
Yeah. And then I finished 9th out of 11 because there was a pretty bad wreck.
That's Saturday. You did a good job. Yeah. You missed some really good pileups.
And I don't know how I did it.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Because I was like, if anybody goes down on these whoops, I'm screwed because I already can't do these whoops. Yeah. Those whoops are not easy.
The whoops were a lot bigger than years past.
It's not even that. It's just like you have to get used to the rhythm.
No, they were a lot bigger. They were a lot bigger whoops than they had ever been before.
Yeah, because 2 girls went down pretty hard. The one girl broke her finger, I think.
Yep.
So they went down pretty hard. I skirted by, and then there was another girl that went down right in front of me, right near the flag stand. Barely missed. Well,
someone went down right in front of you. And
that's true. They went down there
coming out of the corner. That double coming out of the corner.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 that I missed, and every time I was like, I have no idea how I missed that. Yep. So it was by the grace of God that I didn't. Because if I went down those whoops, I was like, it's going to take me 10 years to get up because it's not. It's just a weird, awkward area.
Yep.
But I didn't. So 9th out of 11 there. Yep. And by the time I didn't really eat at all that day because I was like so nervous. I thought I was going to throw up. Mm-hmm. And then finally I calmed down after.
Well, I ate enough for everybody.
Yeah, I know you did. You literally, every time I turn around,
God darn fair. Like, it's like fair food. I mean,
see, I wasn't, the only thing I wanted while I was there was the buffalo chicken pretzel.
I had one of those.
They were so good.
They are good. Oh my God. But actually, when I think back, I really didn't eat that terrible. I didn't want to, I've been doing really good with my nutrition, and I didn't really, even though I joke, I didn't really do that bad.
No, I did. I had a protein shake, and then I had a couple of those turkey meatballs that we had. Mm-hmm. And then I splurged and got my pretzel, but that was it.
Yeah.
And then we stayed up a little bit Saturday night. I was so exhausted.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't slept Friday night.
We stayed up actually pretty late.
Yeah.
With Dustin, myself, and then Doug and Janice.
Yeah, because I didn't sleep a wink barely Friday night. Yeah. Because I was so nervous. So Sunday, kind of same routine, except for there's no practice. You go right into heats right first thing in the morning. I did last this time. I was 11th out of 11th, and then I think Lucas got 15th out of 18.
Out of 18, yeah. Yep.
So his heat was still
a terrible start.
Yeah.
You're talking about the main.
I'm talking about the main. Yeah. Sorry.
He had like they were almost in the first corner before he ever left the gate. Mm-hmm. I don't know what he's napping, but he actually did. He actually. He I don't know. As of right now, he I think he likes riding his dirt bike, and you can.
He said he had fun.
Yeah, that's right, and you can also tell like the pictures that you have him. He is. Look at his eye. It's not he's looking to where he wants to go. I mean, he's got good form. So as long as he's having fun.
I asked if he had fun. Dustin said he came off the track and he was smiling.
He was smiling, have a good.
I was like, okay, cool.
So good. Yep.
And he doesn't get upset about it.
Nope. So as long as he's having fun, I'm not going to worry about it.
He's just trying to figure it out, I think.
Yep.
So, and I don't blame him. I'm trying to do the same damn thing. But yeah, we had a good weekend overall. Motorama was pretty crowded.
Saturday, the place was packed.
I don't know if they.
And actually, they kept, even for Sunday, the numbers were they kept talking about that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. I'll tell you who kept. Well, the person that I mentioned a couple of times was the quad guy. That's actually a well. I'll say he's a superstar.
Oh, John.
Yeah.
I was gonna say John Panette. That's a comedian.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hold on, I have the results up.
Yeah, look at it. He's
Natali.
John Natali. He's and for his heat in that open, and he only ran the open, but in that quad race in the heats, he stalled off the gate and was almost a full lap down, and he came back and won that heat. So and that was like 6 laps he had passed everybody.
That's crazy.
That guy is.
I talked to him real quick when he passed by. I told him to do a good job, and he said,
seems like a really nice guy. But he actually mentioned a couple of times on Sunday about how good the crowd, because I guess he's been doing Motorama for like 20 years.
By the sounds of it, I did.
He's like he couldn't believe that the crowd even was there Sunday.
Yeah. Usually Sundays even more dead, but it was still packed when I was in there.
Yeah, it was quite.
Which again makes you feel so good when you go out.
Yeah, you never wrecked.
No, thank God. But yeah, we had a good weekend. Nice little mini start to the season. We have our graphics done. We have
bikes are ready. We're ready.
Your new forks done.
Evo. Thanks for your Evo suspension.
Should shout out to him. Hopefully they turn out good.
Well,
did you like them? You used them the other week.
Yeah, double gap was so
that bad.
You couldn't. It was hard. You couldn't really tell. Actually, I learned I could get better feel for them riding on our track the next day before I put the bike away than I could at double gap. So
what
I'm gonna
you
ride
did
Sunday.
feel? What do you think?
Oh, I like them. They're gonna be really good.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna ride Sunday around here.
Okay.
I think Matt Jackson's coming up to ride this weekend at some point, just to get some laps on his bike.
So yeah, we had a good time at Motorama. We have our season schedule out on my Facebook page. I'm probably going to post it here in the video. April 7th is our first race at Pavilion. It's still, we have I feel like it started late this year.
No, I think.
Oh, you know why? Because we were doing, we did Loretta's last year and it starts super early. So we're already starting. Yeah, so that's why. We're skipping. We're not doing Loretta's this year. We're going to wait. Do one next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have our full season schedule out, and we will go from there. But peace out, and we'll see you next time.
See you, everybody.